So, Marvel Rivals just dropped the Adam Warlock trailer. So, I'm going to go through both Venom and Adam Warlock to do a little breakdown of their abilities as we can ascertain from the video trailers we get. So, let's get into it. Starting off with Venom. Sick character design. They knocked it out of the park with this. Look at those toes. Alright, so first off, he does have wall crawl, just like Spider-Man, and wall run, just like Spider-Man. Not that big of a deal. I didn't use it too much in the alpha. Maybe other people did. It's just one of those things that just kind of fits their characters and just is kind of necessity, but not really. I don't know. I didn't find it too viable. I mean, you can use it to wait out for support or something as they're respawning, although that'd be something you'd probably do more as Spider-Man. With Venom, you're a tank, you want to be up front, although in this situation they have a Penny down here and they have a Magneto, so you can kind of get away with doing something like this, I guess. But going right into it, he has his F, Diving Strike. It looks like he hasn't activated it yet, so you get a big jump off that wall, which is nice for traversal, getting from one spot to another. Diving Strike, slam right down on him, do a bunch of damage. Pretty simple. Right here, he's using his All Fire, his right click, and it looks to be basically just a chain. I think Maga and Overwatch, his ult, just lock everyone to him. Can't get away. It looks like you can release this. I don't know if they have any way to break it. If not, seems kind of busted if you have the right support and you can just catch people. Obviously, fighting 3 DPS at one time, kind of risky as a tank, but really good. Left shift, just like Spider-Man. Swing move. Web swing. Not much to say about it, but however, you can combo it well into Diving Strike like he's doing right now. Dive straight down on him. And then he's going to pop his E, which just gave him... Let's see if I can get it right on when he pops it. $13.36. He's already lost a little bit at that point, though. Here, let's see. Slow it down real quick. To right when he pops it. So he goes up to like 1400 from like 100. He's getting like a flat like over out. I'm not sure if it goes straight to 1400. It looks like it doesn't max out because as his health decreases, the max goes down as well. I'm assuming it's like a flat like 1200 overshield, just based upon where his health was. And then, yeah, so he's at like probably close to 140, 200 health, and he went up to 1400. That's crazy. Just a flat out 1200 overshield. Now, this could also be based around characters nearby, similar to like Ball in Overwatch, where you need to have enemies nearby for your shield to pop. I don't know if they've changed that, but that's how it was, I believe. You had to have enemies nearby. More enemies equals more shield. But still, flat out, massive 1000 plus overshield. Really strong. Just insane survivability off of that. Right here, then, he goes straight into his ult. Dives straight down. You can see he popped it. You can also see there's a timer on it. Right, left click to devour. So it's not something you have to activate right away like he does. You could probably roam a little bit, find a lonely strategist, support, whatever you want to call him, take him out. And then he goes from 100 to close to 800 overshield. So it looks like hitting people again gives more overshield, probably based upon enemies hit, not based on just activating the ult. So I'm guessing hit more people, get more overshield. Makes sense to me. And why it would be such a... I mean, otherwise it could just be a flat out like 700-ish overshield, but that seems kind of odd. Seeing like 4 people, so I'm guessing it's based on people hit, but we'll have to wait and see if we can mess around with him in the beta on Tuesday. And of course, they gave him classic blue Venom look. It's not quite the blue I'd like. It's more just like a basic kind of reskin. However, Edward Rock. Maybe we'll get another one. I like kind of like, I don't know. It's not blue. It's like a purple, like Spider-Man's purple-ish symbiote suit. It's like, it's still black, but it's got like purple reflective. I don't know. Well, it's Venom. Really cool. July 23rd. Yeah, exclusive to the beta as well, if you want that sign outfit. Moving on, go over to, alrighty, Adam Warlock. Really interesting. Trailer just dropped today. Got a staff just like Loki, and very similar to Loki in how he uses it. Straight off the bat, 15 charges per staff charge, I guess. 15 shots per staff charge, I should say. Right off the bat, he's charging up his right click, his alt fire. Looks like it's a 5 charge burst, 5 round burst. Precision damage based on how his staff is looking. Looks to be hit scan, like most stuff in this game. And just based purely on that, I think it heals and damages more than something like Loki's staff. Because Loki's staff is more... It's like it does a little explosion, so it's more splash AoE damage. And so precision does heal more for precision on Loki, but I think this will be even more because it's just straight up precision. It's more like Kiriko with her kunai, while Loki is more like Baptiste and his healing grenades, healing wise at least. So right away too, then we can see he's popping his E ability, which is a chain heal, and it does look like this maxes out at 2 people, just even based upon the icon. He's sending it out. It's hitting Star-Lord here. Let's see if we can pause it. Oh, right on the... Keep doing that. Alright. So I can't get it right, but he shoots out, it heals Star-Lord, and then also heals Mantis. And that heals him from about 2 chunks to 6, so 4 chunks of healing, which is really good. And also just... voice crack. Also just really good for healing your team in big team fights, so you can heal multiple people at once. You don't have to switch your focus between multiple people. And as you can see, again, great precision damage, great charge shot. Alright, once again we can see, okay, it does chain multiple times. That's really good to know. I missed that the first time. So he's shooting the heal out, it hits Groot, heals Groot, bounces, hits Mantis, heals Mantis, bounces, hits Rocket, heals Rocket, and then I think it stops there. Yeah, it looks like it stopped there. So more than 3 people, or at least 3 people. I'm not sure if it bounced the Venom at all there. He didn't need healing, but it could have. But chain healing, crazy good ability. Or not crazy good, but good in the sense that it's a good healing move. You don't have to like be too precise, hits multiple people, and the range, clearly. Going from Warlock to Groot to Mantis to Rocket, like, there definitely is no shortage of range on that. Then moving on to his next ability, we've got his left shift. He's popping right now, which is really interesting. So he's tying, I believe, Groot and Venom, or it could just be Groot, to Mantis and Rocket over here. So they're taking a big chunk of the damage, and they're taking a little chunk, which is there's a spell in D&D similar to this. I know, um, like clerics will use it to like take damage points. This is essentially the same thing. Uh, they're taking a chunk of the damage that they're taking from the Magneto ult and saving them from taking big chunks and helping to keep their vanguards alive, which is really interesting. And it looks like it keeps going as well because once again, I think that's a Scarlet Witch ult popping right there, and Mantis gets shrunk down to 1 HP. Venom takes a big chunk, and Rocket takes a big chunk. So, and Groot takes like nothing. So, really strong if you want to keep a specific person on your team alive. This might, I feel like, cause some perhaps angry teammates because they just took a big chunk of damage for someone they didn't want to take damage for. But we'll see. It does look like it's also a ranged or a proximity based thing. Because right here we can see 4 people again taking the damage, and then Rocket backs off. Or maybe it's just based upon how many hits they can take. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that 4 means. Because it goes from 4 to 2. So we'll have to wait and see what that means specifically. But still, really fun and unique looking ability. We'll have to see how it actually plays. It could just, I don't know, be a meme ability. Kind of like, I don't know. Like you think of Lifeweaver, his grab is a bit of a like a meme ability, just pulling people around. But at the same time, used properly, it can do a whole lot for your team. Yanking Cassidy into the air, or yanking someone out of a bad situation. Do the same thing. Keep someone alive in a bad situation by having everyone else tank the damage for them. Could be really interesting and strong. We'll have to wait and see. Play speed. Turn that back up. Right here we can see his passive activating. So he just died, 0 HP. Goes into like a wraith form. And now he can cocoon. He has a long timer on that. He's got like 15 seconds, I think the total was. So he can go somewhere safer. Trailer's sake, because he's doing it right here. I don't think this would be a good idea in game. I think when you're cocooning, you're probably vulnerable. You might not be. But, I mean, that explosion might have hit him if it was vulnerable. Either way, you're making yourself an easy target in your cocoon or when you're about to hop out. So I would not recommend doing that right there. However, he comes back, full HP, 2-minute timer on that, which makes sense. Easy res on yourself. Makes sense that there'd be a long timer. And right now he's popping his ult, which appears to be essentially pre-Mercy ult change, where she res her whole team. However, also Rocket is back. He was over here and he died, and they were over here and they died. So it's got decent range on that. They don't come back with full HP. Venom is a sliver. He popped his overshield right away. Groot is also at a little bit of health. They do have like a green effect on their bar. I'm not sure. He did tie them with his. He used chain and his shift. So I think Venom is tanking most of the damage right now. For Groot and Rocket, maybe? Or I think Groot is Venom and Rocket, I think, are tanking the damage for Groot. And then he's also using Chain Heal to keep him alive. However, yeah, I'm not sure what the timer means. If they've only got 8 seconds to be alive and then they go back to being dead, or if it's a buff they're getting, like a defense buff, damage resist, maybe a heal over time type thing. Because Rocket is already back at full, although that could have just been from the Chain Heal. Let's take a look. Okay, that was just from the Chain Heal. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the ult is actually doing now, besides obviously it brought him back, but I'm not sure what the timer means on that, so we'll have to wait and see what that actually does. If it's based on a time thing for them being alive, which wouldn't make too much sense. I think it's probably some sort of damage resist if you like stay in the area, or like a heal over time if you stay in the area. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what that timer actually means when the beta drops Tuesday. So yeah, that's Adam Warlock and Venom, both looking really cool and unique. Well, Adam Warlock more so, but still unique in their own ways. So we'll have to wait and see how they play. But they do look really fun. And yeah, that was just a little ability breakdown. Thanks for watching.